Well, hello there, it's me Oxilian here back from Constantiam, and today I have a special video for you. I did a little bit of degriefing off camera, and well, 2 days passed that I want to see if my degriefing process was disturbed, or if the goal of making spawn exits, to be exact, on the diagonal edges, if they're still here. Well, to be exact, I made exactly 4. And I moved clockwise. So, number 1 is here. At exactly these coordinates. So if you're stuck at spawn, just get to these coordinates and you can just leave spawn. Alright, I thought, why not make a video without any cuts? So I prepared some rockets and an elytra, and let's travel here around spawn. And travel to all the 4 corners. Alright, let's go. Spawn is always interesting to explore again. You never know what you're gonna find here. If it's a new lavacast, a new build, some new withers. Yeah, there's no... just as I was saying it, there's a wither spawned. Or started to render. Spawned into my render distance, yeah. That's the right combination of words. Alright. Flying is much faster than walking, by the way. Usually I love to walk, but I thought, why not make a quick and short video for you guys, while I'm also having a blast finally being able to fly again, since I was gifted a few shulkers of fire rockets, and yeah, it's just awesome. And I distributed all the rockets between my 2 accounts. At the moment I'm logged in with Oxilian 2, and Oxilian EUD, my main account, is right now at a big project of degriefing, where we just about finished mining down a lavacast. But we're not here for mining down a lavacast today. We're here for checking out the exits I made for new players. Wow, but this lavacast is just huge. Yeah, and there we are getting closer to the corner. Hey, this must have been a base of some sorts. Spawn bases are always interesting to look at. Yeah, something is above us. I don't know what, but it's really dark in here. Now we should be getting close to the old 2K base, which me and Turbot44 made. Alright, here is my second exit, Portal to Freedom number 2 by Oxilian. Just made a few days ago. Yeah, just had to make a really long road. Had to dig through a little bit of cobblestone, and I tried to connect it to the overworld highway, sort of, because the overworld highway is a little bit higher than normally, because the floor one always gets griefed, so they installed a highway much higher up in the air, made out of obsidian blocks mostly. Yeah. So, this is the second spawn exit I made. Here you can see parts of our building we made a few months ago. And if you want to check the videos out about the 2K base, they are available on my YouTube channel. Yeah, this was such a nice place with big farms and a lot of greenery, a lot of grass, but as you can see, it got wrecked. Nothing is left. Alright, so, well, let's go. Sorry, I had to cough. Yeah, the Elytra should be fine for this little trip, I guess. So, nothing should break, because it was completely repaired. Ah, and here comes the sun again. Beautiful. Oh, there is one of my spawn huts that survived. Perfect. As you can see, spawn hut number 2 out of 10. You can watch the whole movie about the spawn huts also on my YouTube channel. It was great fun building 10 of them here. And I just used the materials I got at spawn itself. So, most of it was just built out of cobblestone. At this one, the farm is gone, but on the others, as far as I know, some are still standing. Fully intact with wood supplies and farms alongside it, so you get your starter wood, you get a starter food, and then you can try to venture out into the world. Ah, these are beautiful. I love these corners that are made with the lavacasts. Just beautiful. Here we have another light sign, which is partly griefed. They look a little bit like graffiti, and they're nearly everywhere. Is this one of the... yeah, this is one of the roads that goes out. And I think it's, yeah, it's exactly at 0. But because the corner exits were clogged up, I thought, well, why not make new ones? And that's what I did in the background. I told nobody about it because I knew if I told anyone that I'm doing these, they get griefed in no time. One person in particular, I'm talking about Cas Money and his other accounts like Google 2B2T. If I told him where this project was, well, the project would be gone. And since I didn't, well, now there is a nice video for you to watch and enjoy. Yeah, 1,000 blocks more to go. There we go. There is a little sign instead of a light sign. Yeah. We changed it. We changed the world. Because I made just a short video about this is a light sign and this is a little sign. And it worked just wonders. Because I think every light sign should be changed into a little sign. Just for funsies. Oh, right, here you can see our other old spawn base, where we started our spawn-locked series. As you can see, there is a little bit of lava casting going down the big trench, because we thought, well, what degriefing process, or better to say, what griefing technique could we use for degriefing? And this is lava casting in the outbombed areas. So that's why we filled them in each of the bases we made near spawn. Some of the houses are still here. This was our main base. Yeah, as you can see, Oxilian 2, spawn base 1. And this was founded on the 10th of January this year. It was great fun filming it here. So you get a little bit of background information. Well, I don't want to get clogged up by these beautiful names of the withers while I'm explaining. So this little house here, and sorry for the cough, this little house here, which is, well, there's not much left, but this was beautiful. It was made by iRuby, and I gotta say thank you, iRuby, for joining us here. Yeah. Alright, so I guess, yeah, I have to see these stupid names again. And we're gonna fly towards all the iron trapdoors. Alright. Press F1 again. Alright, here we go. Yeah. Here I installed a little bit of a tree farm as well. Just newly. A little bit of dirt. And I also installed this little guy here. Where I thought, well, maybe someone wants to start a journey here. And every time I come by, I just fill it up with some goodies for new players to enjoy. Not a lot, but I mean, if you got a sapling, you're usually fine. And if you've got a little bit of wheat seeds, you should be set. Alright, here is Oxilian spawn exit number 3. I'm also can press F1 again, I guess. Yeah. We can see this is a really, really long tunnel. A little bit of obsidian had to be dug down. But most of the time I was just digging through this enormous lavacast. While I heard all the time wither explosions from this side. But I guess some of these withers either got killed or got lured away by someone else. So there are less withers. At least some are gone. And I don't mind the Larrys at spawn or wait are more migrants please or Ender Dragon names, but if the names of the withers get too political or too racist, I gotta say, well, please stop. Be a little bit more creative. Alright, and here is the next exit, which brings us exactly outside of spawn, outside of one of the lavacasts, and here you can start exploring your world. And also see the light signs that light was here. Alright. Let's get back through the tunnel. As you can see, I also tried to illuminate it, because as you know, I'm playing in vanilla. So, without the torches, I wouldn't be able to see shit in here. So that's why I do these little light fixtures to make it brighter, for me at least. Because I'm not using full bright or any other modification to change my vanilla gameplay in the slightest. And yeah, this is the dark, as you can see. This is really dark, so without torches I would be lost. I hope my 4 spawn exits help some new players to get at least a chance at seeing some of the beautiful sights we've got at the server. I know some people are saying, "Oh, escaping spawn is not that hard." Yeah, that's true. For many people, it's not that hard, but for some people, they're not used to withers, and when you have no items, no blocks, no nothing, it's sometimes a little bit hard to escape spawn for the first time. And I thought, man, yeah, sure, you could train your skills and get out of spawn easily, but some are just shied away by withers. So if you can escape spawn a little bit easier by, for example, these tunnels, there are some players that might enjoy our server just a little bit more. Of course, this is just my opinion, but I stand to my opinion, so say what you want. And I'm also interested in your opinions about the situation at spawn. Do you think it's too easy? Is it too hard? Should we install more withers or whatever? But, well, I think we can all agree that giving out kits at spawn to new players is just a waste of resources, because they won't learn how to play the game properly, and they will just lose the gear. Some of them might even never have flown with an Elytra, and giving out an Elytra when you don't know how the controls work is just madness, in my opinion. I think a good entrance into this server is when you start with nothing and have to grind at least your first kit or your first gear yourself. So upgrading from stone to iron to diamond, and if you're crazy and brave enough, even getting netherite or traveling to the end and getting your first elytra on your own. I think this, at least for me, is the complete anarchy experience. When you gotta grind for your first stuff. Alright, I've seen something I wanted to show you. Well, one of my first videos I made about Constantiam was degriefing at spawn, and I just made my way around spawn and tried to install a pathway. And as you can see, some of this pathway still stands today. And we're gonna take a little stroll around it. I mean, why not? Silk touch, yeah, no. I need a little bit more obby. Every time I see one of these e-chests at spawn, I just mine it down for the obsidian. Yeah. I really didn't have any resources when I started doing this, so... And I tried to do it as simple as possible. I just had out one pickaxe because I knew there were player killers at spawn. White light again here, I thought. Well, let's make a little bit cleanup of the light signs. Yeah, that is my little walkway around here. Yeah, some got already destroyed. I got scared of withers or whatever, but some of the path is still here, and I gotta say it's beautiful. Alright, let's fly away. Away from the withers, away from the problems. And we should get to the fourth one, I guess, real soon. But as far as I know, yeah. There was my walkway. Yeah, the walkway is still here. And I really love it. Yeah, an important message from Cyoper in the Wither tab says, never goon. Yeah. I think it's pathetic that this even got to a thing. But yeah. Young people are young and they do dumb things. I mean, when I was young I also did some dumb things, but this new gooning trend, well, it's just hilarious. Yeah. But I think it will fade away one day. And some other trend will come along. Oh, there's a map art. Let's grab it, whatever it is. What should I get rid of? Of course, the signs. Don't know what it is. Not sure if I can show it in video. But first, I wanna get to the other side. Yeah, there we go. Gotta fly slower. Beautiful. So my walkway just goes here, and it continues around here. So I tried to make a full roundabout of the whole 2K area. In some places it's completely gone. But anyways, here we are on spawn tunnel number 4. And this was really hard to dig out because the area from here on was just clogged up with cobwebs and obsidian. So this took a really, really long time to dig out, and as you can see, yeah, it is not clogged up at the moment, but well, 2 days on the server, not a lot of time. But still, I'm so happy that at least for 2 days, or 4 days to be exact, all of these stood. And this just goes out to the overworld walkway. Alright. Let's see if I have to make a jump cut or not for this map art. But jump cut! As you've seen, I wasn't able to show this map art because it was of some explicit content I'm not going further into. But I gotta say to you, Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!